A skipjack under sail is a beautiful and stirring sight. At the turn of the century, there were thousands of skipjacks working the bountiful waters of the Chesapeake Bay. Generations later, pollution, disease, and parasites have decimated the oyster population, and the number of working skipjacks has dropped to less than 20. The rest are tied to the dock, either as museum pieces or decaying reminders of better days on the bay.
Well, I'm holding about 130 degrees, 125, 30 degrees, go right up the river, you know. Been up there a million times.
It is 4:30 a.m. on the first day of sail dredging, and Captain Russel Dize is heading from Tillman Island up the Choptank River in search of oysters.
Yeah, we got a beautiful morning if the wind holds up. Main thing is for the wind to hold up so we can make a day's work with the sail.
As Russell guides the 52-foot skipjack Kathryn, 6 crewmen prepare for the day ahead.
We're having bacon and bacon and eggs for this morning. We're going to fix some coffee up. We just got our own. This morning, we're ready. We're going to be ready.
I've only got one man that's ever done any sailing on here, so it's a green crew. They've all worked on the water, so they're all watermen, you know. They won't be long picking it up. Just have to be patient for a day or two.
Kathryn is powered by the push boat to and from the oyster beds. On Mondays and Tuesdays, it can also be used while dredging if there is no wind.
It's hard work. It's a lot of bending over.
Good morning.
Lot of bending over. Just constant work all day on Monday and Tuesday. Sail days is a little teeny bit easier.
Teamwork aboard a skipjack is essential. The crew must carry out their duties as sailors as well as oystermen.
If I'm yelling to you, I'm yelling to you, not at you. I don't scream at no one. I just want, if I want to show you something, and if you don't understand, say, hold it, Cap. Let's find out what you want to know. You know, if I yell at you, you probably won't be aboard here the next day.
As dawn approaches, captain and crew bring the push boat aboard and prepare to set sail.
All right, go ahead. Help him. Go ahead, put it up. Somebody go help him. Boys, help him. We can't start till sunup, so we just sail here and get things straight till sunup. Beautiful. Nice breed. Yeah. Bunch of deals on boats and bunch of Tillman Island boats coming now. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us here now. Woo!
Get ready to take first place, boys.
Is that a good lick? Is that a good lick? Good lick.
A good lick means the dredge brought to the surface a full load of oysters, the exact number not known until the sorting or culling is finished.
First off, Russell.
They sure are big enough now. I want no small oysters in it.
3 men work each dredge. On the captain's command, the winder is engaged and the dredge is pulled aboard. It is emptied and made ready. Then the culling begins.
Go!
This cycle is repeated countless times throughout the day.
It's pretty back-breaking work. I mean, it's from sunup to 3 o'clock on sail days and sunup to sundown on power days. Go! Woo! Well, the main responsibility is to make these guys money. Because if you don't make them money, you won't have them very long.
Well, I plow the sea on Monday and push on Tuesday too. Wednesday, she's a sailing day, and I start missing you.
I'm a 4th generation skipjack captain. My whole family has done this all their lives. First year I dredged, I was just out of high school. I graduated in '59, and the next winter I went dredging and on one of my father's skipjacks.
Like Russell, most captains started when they were young and followed family tradition. Today, all of them are faced with the economic reality of oyster dredging. Wade Murphy is owner and skipper of the Rebecca T. Rourke.
I don't think oyster's going to be come back for a couple, 3 years yet. I think it's going to be slow. I think it's going to be awful scarce. The price is going to help us a lot. The price is up high.
The average skipjack requires $10,000 in yearly maintenance to remain seaworthy. For a captain who is only able to get 15 to 20 bushels a day, the costs soon outweigh the benefits. As a result, many skipjacks lie rotting and rusting.
I'd say since 1985, half the fleet isn't dredging thereabouts. We had 32 skipjacks in '85, and we've got 13 on this bar today, or 14, something like that, and maybe a couple up the bay. So that you're only talking about maybe 15 skipjacks or 16 skipjacks in the whole industry. On this same oyster bar, 4 years ago, we caught 150 bushel in 2 hours and 15 minutes on the sail dredge. We'd be lucky to have 50 today, 60, something like that.
That forecast means another tough year for sail dredgers. This may be the last generation of captains who will oyster with skipjacks. Russell's son has chosen a business degree over following in his father's footsteps.
I never pointed him in the direction, and he never wanted to do it. So I was just as happy he didn't, because it doesn't look like much future here in this business.
Despite the discouraging business aspect, there is a feeling of pride among the captains and crews of the skipjacks. These magnificent sailing vessels have not changed in 100 years. They have weathered storms and seen their numbers dwindle, but they sail today as proudly as the day they were built.
Well, I feel like all the skippers do. They feel, attachment to the boat. Can't work on them as much as we do and keep them up as much as we do, not have feelings for the skipjack.
I love the dredge. I love the sail dredge especially. You're just a part of nature, more or less. You got to live with the wind. I've hand-tongued before and caught oysters other ways, but I'd rather do this than any other way.
I think it would be terrible if we lost the skipjack, because this is the only sailing commercial fleet in the world, or in the United States anyway, that make their living with a sail. The skipjack is a state boat, and it's part of the lure of Chesapeake Bay. I think people come here to see this. I haven't caught 3 bushel oysters in the last hour and a half.
At 3 p.m., the dredging stops. The rewards of their labors lie in 4 piles on the deck. At the dock, the oysters will be unloaded and counted, the profits divided among the crew. By any standard, the work is hard. As winter brings cold winds from the north, the working conditions on some days will make today seem like a pleasure cruise, but these men of the bay are used to it.
It's a living. I could be working behind a desk somewhere, but it's a living.
I was a baby man like my father was before.